Hello everyone and welcome back to Milo Farms. Well, today's the fourth day after we installed the 3 packages of bees. Today we're going to be doing a quick inspection and to refill the feeders in the beehives. We also need to make sure the queen is out, and if she's not, we need to release her by hand in the hive. So it's a little bit windy today. I don't know if you can hear really well, but that's the best we're going to be able to do. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So inside here in our hive top feeder, you can see there's still quite a bit of food in there. We actually may not even need to refill the feeders today if they all look like this, but you can see the bees in there eating. I don't even think we're going to refill it.
Okay, don't pump it. Can you stand over on the side so the sun is hitting the box?
I don't know, dear. Video may not be the best.
Let's pull her out. Can't you just pick it up? Oh, they actually have comb.
Yep, so you can see there's some comb made there so far. So we want to make a little bit of room here to start with. We don't want to just yank the frame right out because we don't want to risk.
That was on video.
We don't want to risk smashing any bees if we can.
Why are you pulling the frames out?
So here's our outer frame. We just want to make sure the queen's not on here before we go setting it on the ground, which she is not. And we'll set the frame down here on our side stand. That'll give us some room. Now we can do two things. We can either just look for brood, or we can actually look for the queen. We can look at these first 2 frames at least and just see what's going on. So they are building some comb. Seems like that's looking pretty good as best I can tell.
She out?
I really can't tell, honestly.
No.
No, there's like a ton of bees in there, so chances are she's out.
Okay, so put them off to the side right here, on top of the patty. Oh no, they're definitely going in and out.
So let's see if we can see the queen or some brood on this next one. Definitely doing what they're supposed to be doing there. See that one bee up there has a bunch of pollen on him. See the little like miniature things of rice down in those cells. I don't know if you can see them or not. So she is laying, so I'm not even going to continue to look for her. We'll just put the frame back, and she's laying. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing, so we're just not even going to bother her. It's windy today, and the sun is just not very good to be able to see what's going on in here.
Rip is out?
So yeah, if the bees are out of there, get that thing away from here. So we're putting these frames back. We can see over here on the side, there's a whole bunch of bees in between there. We don't want to just go shoving things back. We want to be kind of cautious putting things back. Let the bees get out of the way first so we don't crush anybody. And we want to make sure we put the frames back in the same order that they came out. Okay, we got everything centered up there. And we want to go ahead and put our lid back on.
There's quite a few of them on top.
Again, when we put it on, we want to set it on at a little bit of an angle so we don't squish anybody. And then we want to twist it into place. Right there. So it looks like they're laying it, so the queen's laying. It looks like everything's going pretty well in there. Didn't see anything that was really looking bad, other than it's just early. They've just only been in there for a little while. The feeder's still probably half full of food, so I'm not going to fill it today. We'll check back on it in a few more days. I squished a couple there. That concludes this first hive. So this one's a little bit further down on the sugar syrup, but I think for today we'll just leave this. We'll probably in another 2 or 3 days just open the lid and refill the feeder. We won't get into the hive or anything, because all we have to do is just come from this side right here, dump the solution in there and close the lid again. We don't even have to bother them.
You gonna put it up?
The other question is, should we, since the lid isn't stuck, and so we don't risk crushing any bees under the middle, let's just take this part off.
Okay. If you can lift it.
Yeah, let's just do that.
Are we supposed to calm them?
They can't communicate and they can't smell. And we'll have them smoke. See queen there. See queen there.
What's happening there? she out?
Looks like the queen's out of there, best you can tell. There's a whole bunch of bees going in and out of the cage, so it looks like she's probably out of there.
What are they doing hanging on to each other?
I'm not sure.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. So let's go ahead and try to pull the next frame out.
You're not doing the far one, you're just doing this one?
Yeah, the first one didn't have anything really happening on it that would even indicate that the queen could even be there.
Pollen in these.
There's a ton of nectar over here. That's the shiny liquid.
Nectar.
And you got some pollen. And we're looking for those little things that almost look like a grain of rice down in there. And you can see those very clearly right in this area.
Can I have them? I don't know what I'm... Can I see personally?
Yeah. So right down here.
Can you tilt it towards me? Can you tilt it?
So see, they look like a little tiny grain of rice down in the bottom of the cup. You see them?
No.
In these cups right here.
Oh.
Just a little tiny grain of rice. So that's what we're looking for. So the queen is laying, so we're just going to close this back up. No sense in keep bothering them today.
Gotta get it in a little further.
It is really windy all of a sudden. So we're just going to close this up. Again, we're closing this slowly so we don't crush anybody. A couple guys keep getting caught in there.
Okay. A lot further along the other two.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more active though.
Yeah, this hive seems to be a little just more rowdy than the other hives overall.
No queen bee?
Didn't see any queen there.
I'm gonna grab the thing.
They seem to be going in and out there as well. So I got a bunch of nectar there in the
You can rotate so I can get
middle.
the sun in it.
I don't see any eggs on that side, nor do I see the queen.
Okay, just put it back. Grab the.
Just a bunch of nectar there. Just a bunch of nectar there. I don't see any eggs.
Okay.
Agree? Starting to build some comb out there. Not exactly how it's supposed to be, but the rest of it behind is filling in. That comb there might turn into some burr comb that needs to be removed.
Okay, looking for babies.
Don't see any there.
There, hang on.
Yep, and there's eggs down in there.
Okay, you see them?
Yep, there's eggs. Didn't see the queen, but I'm gonna keep messing around with this. You know she's around. She's doing what she's supposed to be doing. Alright, so we checked all 3 hives. We never did find the queen, but we didn't want to keep messing with them and bothering them with the wind as bad as it is today. We did find evidence, though, that the queen was there. There was eggs. They were collecting nectar, they were collecting pollen, and everything looked good in there. I didn't see anything really out of the ordinary, as best I could tell. Again, this is new to us. It's the first time we've ever done this and checking the hives, doing our first hive inspection. So I'm sure there was mistakes made there. Comment if you can see any mistakes or recommendations that you have. So that's going to conclude everything for today. We'd like you to check out our other channel, which is Mrs. Milo Farms as well. Other videos that are more of a comedy take on the whole thing, and other kind of funny videos there. So we'll see you next time here on Milo Farms. Please like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.